Hello everyone and welcome to my third weekly update. So today is the 19th of August. Excuse the cat if you heard her sneezing then. So this update covers Monday the 12th to today, which is the 19th. Last Thursday I had my fourth Mounjaro injection. So I'm on the GLP-1 injection. My injection date is Thursday. I'm on 2.5 milligrams, and that was my fourth one out of my first pen. I have opted to stay on the 2.5 for another month. Last Monday, I had, it might have been Monday or Tuesday, I had an email from my provider who's Boots to ask how I was getting on and did I want to continue and that kind of thing. So I feel fine on this level. I feel full and satisfied. So I've opted for another month on this one because I feel like I'm really into going to the boot camp and really counting my calories and my protein. So I feel like I'm okay at the moment. So I thought I'd do that. But next week, instead of doing my weekly update, I'm going to do my monthly update because it will be a full month. So I feel like I can get some really good stats on next week's video. So this is just my weekly one. Also, my hair, I had my hair cut and this now looks like this side shorter. It's not. It is the same length. It always does that. Anyhow, so this week I'm going to cover in this episode side effects, how am I getting on? Also, you might have heard in a couple of videos I've done this week or some reels, I've had a bit of a croaky voice now for about 2 weeks. It doesn't seem to be, it's not sore. I've just got like a bit of a hacking cough with it. So that's nothing to do with my injection. That's just, I don't know. It's just what's going on. Lots and lots of bugs going around at the moment in the summer. So this week I'm going to talk about my side effects from this week. I am going to nip over to myself in my car to do my little update, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about side effects. I've been really trying to concentrate on my protein and my calories. So I'm going to do my usual talking through my meals that I've been eating all week in the last week. So you can kind of see how I've been getting on. Have I been tracking my calories and my protein or have I not? I've been eating out again. So I ate out my mum's one day for lunch. I ate out that evening with some family at a pub. And also me and my husband went to the Southport flower show yesterday for a few hours. And we had something there, something a bit naughty actually. It was really nice. I really enjoyed that. I've also had a coffee out with a friend this week. That was nice. I only had the coffee. I didn't have anything to eat. I've done 5 gym sessions. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I missed Friday and I did Saturday. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those as well. And I started my hula hoop challenge. Do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? You start these things and then instantly I kind of instantly regret it. But I'm going to keep going with it because I feel like it's going to help me with my subcutaneous fat, which is my fat around my organs. So without further ado, I'm going to pass over to myself in my car for this morning's update because I'm nearly on top of everything now. I'm nearly catching up. I'm nearly up to date. Because when I first started this journey, I didn't really know whether to film about it, to track it, to record it, to post it. I had no intentions really of doing that. And then I found another lady who was tracking hers, and I thought, I think it might help me be more accountable. And that's kind of how I've got into doing this now. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And thank you very much for anybody who is leaving me a comment, letting me know where you are, if you're on this journey, how you're getting on, because I really like reading your comments. It's really nice to hear from other people as well, especially all over the world. So it's lovely. So thank you very much if you do leave a comment and give me a little thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that support. That's fantastic. So without further ado, over to me in the car. Good morning. It is 8 a.m. on Monday morning. Well, I don't even know what the date is today. The 19th of August. I've just done a boot camp class, which was legs today, which is not my favourite day. I used to skip leg day, but now I'm going because legs is what I need help with. I normally get weighed later on a Monday, but I didn't today because she can't fit me in, and I'm not doing any measurements today, so I just wanted to just jump on and do my quick weekly weigh-in check. So results are in. My weight has gone down from 199.2 pounds to 197.3. Now, I'm sure she said I'd lost £1, but is that not £2? I don't know. I'm going to have to weigh these out on my, like the conversion app, because whenever I try and do it, I always seem to get it wrong. So I'm going to go put it in there. So that will equate to this amount of stones and pounds. Right, lovely. Skeletal muscle mass. So this is the one I'm really trying to keep my eye on, because I've heard lots of people say that they lose muscle, and I'm really working hard not to. So that has gone up from 59.1 to 59.7. So it's good. I'm pleased with that. Where I started was 58.6. So I'm really pleased with that. Body fat percentage has gone down again. So last week it was 46.3 and now it's gone down to 45.3. So we've gone down a whole 1% in body fat. My visceral fat level has gone down by a whole point. So now it's gone down. Last week it was 23. Today it's 22. And that's the one I'm really trying to concentrate on. And I think that's it. So I'm really pleased with that. Everything's going in the right direction. All I can do is just keep trying and keep doing. Next week, weigh-in will be 1 month. And then after that, I won't be getting weighed for 2 weeks, because I'll get weighed on the Monday. I'm going away on the Friday. I come back on a Friday, and then I'll be back to class on the Monday. So it'll be 2 weeks. So next week will be my final weekly of this month kind of thing. And because that will be like a full calendar month, because I started on the 25th of July. So that's my weigh-in for today. I'm really pleased with that. And I'm off to go and do my hula hoop challenge when I get in. So my, I'm shattered, honestly. I don't think I've fully recovered from Saturday's class. It was absolutely a beast. Do you know what? I think when I do my weekly update after this now, I think I'm going to put in my, like I track it on my watch, each workout, and show you each day. I missed a day. So I think last week I did I do 6 sessions, or did I do 5? I think I might have done 5 because I missed a day and I don't do Sunday. So I'm going to put them in. Oh my God, Saturday's class. My head is just still mush from that. Anyway, like I say, it was a leg class today. I've done that. I'm off to go and do my hula hoop and then have my first coffee of the day. I will see you on the other side. Bye. Lovely. We're back. So how am I getting on? I was really quite pleased this week, because while I'm not yet under that 14 stone, I'm kind of just on the cusp. I'm like 14 stone. Is it 14 stone, like point something or other? And just when I get to under 14, I think I'm going to be really delighted. My scales at home are fluctuating. They're kind of just dropping up, down, and then I'm kind of going up and down, which I spoke to my coach about, and she said that's normal. But all my numbers I'm giving you are me when I've got my clothes on, I'm in the boot camp, and I'm on the machine, and I'm being accountable that way. So this week, like I just said, I've lost £2 in weight. I have put on 0.6 pound of muscle, which again I'm really delighted about, because that's my focus at the minute in the gym, is to try and build that muscle, because you do hear of a lot of people getting muscle wastage when they are losing weight. So for me, I want to really try and turn that around and get some muscle. My body fat percentage has dropped by 1%, so that's really exciting. So now it's down to 45.3. And where I started on this journey was 48.3. So I'm really pleased about that, quite a few percent down. Um, Now I get weighed on this thing called an in-body scanner, and it gives you points out of 100. So last week I was 56 points out of 100. So this week I've got 58. So I'm presuming the higher my number, the better it is. So I'm on 58 points. My visceral fat has dropped down by one level. So it's dropped down to level 22 from level 23, which it was at last week. So that's good. I'm really pleased about that. The stomach is the worst bit for me. You know, I've got really broad shoulders. I'm quite strong in my arms and my shoulders. So, but my legs are quite weak, especially my right leg. So I've kind of got all sorts going on here. But the tummy for me is just like my biggest battle. So I'm really pleased overall with those. Oh, and also my BMI last week was 33.2 and today it's 32.8. So again, that is going down. So yeah, we're kind of on our way with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little look through all my food for the week. I'm going to pop you some little pictures up so you can see what I've been eating. And I'm going to talk through those quickly. And we're going to whiz through and I'm going to show you everything I've been eating. So we're going to start on Monday the 12th. And I went to a 7 a.m. boot class and then I came back and I had, this is one of my regular breakfasts. This is my yogurt with my greens in, which are from Real. And I noticed this week they've started selling them in Tesco's as well, like a little individual sachets. I'm due to have another delivery this week and I've ordered a different tonic and I've still got my greens. So I mixed them in. I've got some apples, some raspberries, some strawberries, and I drizzled 10 grams of honey, free flowing honey. So altogether, it was 283 calories and 18.1 grams of protein. I've had a couple of coffees and this particular day, and I also had some clear protein. Oh gosh, I'm just looking through these pictures, horrendous. I've tried this dress on. I'm going away in 2 weeks, and I tried this dress on. I don't know if I can put a picture in. I'm so embarrassed. It's awful. I don't think I've ever worn this dress. I got it from Next. It's terrible. And it's still got the tags on and the bedroom's a mess. So if I do put it on, apologies. So it's just horrendous. If there's any motivation, then it's this. I also had for my lunch a high protein thin and I had egg on this. So I had one large egg, I had some reduced fat mayo, 20 grams, and one of the little high protein sandwich thins. And that was 269 calories in total and 14 grams of protein. So that was quite good. For my dinner, now this is a funny one because I just don't think I was hungry on this particular day. Um, I had quite a lot. I had 200 grams of chicken thigh. Now there are more calories in chicken thigh, but there's a lot more things like vitamins and minerals in it. So and I quite like it. I like the taste of it. Sometimes I find chicken breast a little bit too bland and a bit more difficult to eat. And I had some broccoli and asparagus and some chili sauce, 20 grams of chili sauce there. That was 483 calories and 58.2 grams of protein. I don't think that's right. I did put it in on my app, but that's what it was telling me that it was. So I was quite pleased with that. So if it's right, my calories for this particular day, which was Monday the 12th, was 1,272 calories, which is good because I'm trying to get to 1,300 and 120.9 grams of protein. So this is probably one of my most successful days last week. And because believe me, they're not all that successful. Now, the next day, I was trying out some protein shakes. So, my trainer at the gym was telling me about the clear protein, and she was saying like it's quite easy to get 20 grams of protein in with the drink. So I thought, right, I'm going to try and get a bit more protein in that way with the shakes. In fact, I might have a shake in a minute because I haven't really eaten very much today. So on this particular day, I have made the shake with 400 grams of milk. Now, you don't normally make these with milk, you normally just make them with water. I don't really like them with water, I'm going to be honest. So I pop milk in, and sometimes then I'll put more water in and I put ice in and I give it a good shake. And I quite like them. So this one is the Smart Protein Plant PhD strawberry. I think it also, when I scan it, I think it says something like can't eat and mess flavor. It's quite nice, and I use semi-skim milk. You could use skimmed, you can use water, you can use whatever you want. So with the milk, 400 grams of semi-skim milk and I put some strawberries in it as well, and the scoop of protein, that came to 328 calories and 35.4 grams of protein, which I was quite pleased with. I had a coffee, and then later on, again, I wasn't particularly hungry this day. I had 100 grams of chicken thigh, which was 200 calories and 27 grams of protein. And then I also had a fruit and nut protein bar, which I quite like. Again, I feel like I'm quite full after. It's quite filling. 225 calories, 11.9 grams of protein. Now, my trainer at the gym sent me a picture of, so I sent her my pictures, and occasionally she sends me a picture back of what she's eating. And she sent me these from Lidl, chunky breaded cod fish fingers. Now, I don't really like fish. I don't mind, I like prawns. I'm good with prawns. I'm finding prawns quite easy to eat, but fish just isn't, I just don't buy it. I don't like the smell of it when it's cooking. I just think about all sorts of stuff with fish, and it's just not on my radar. However, I thought, you know what? I know fish is light, and in some slimming clubs, they say if it swims, it slims. Now, these obviously are breaded, so it's going to be a little bit different. So these have, I can't remember how much they were, 6 chunky breaded cod fish fingers. I'm reading it on the side here. So I said to my husband, "Do you fancy a fish finger butty for dinner?" And he wasn't impressed. Oh, excuse me. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'm gonna have it anyway, whether he likes it or not. And he likes fish. But I think the fact that I just said fish finger butty. So what we ended up having, I'm just gonna have to skip to the end because I took a lot of pictures for this one. So I had 2 fish fingers, which was 200 calories for 2 fish fingers and 15.2 grams of protein, which was the swinger for me. I thought, oh, that's quite good. Mushy peas, I had 100 grams, which was 38 calories, 2.2 grams of protein. I I had a round of brown bread, which is like the Danish, I think this one was, but I only ended up eating half, and I did put some of the chips and the fish and the peas on with the tartar sauce and made it into like a proper butty. But I only did that with half, and then the other half I was thinking, oh God, I'm getting full a bit here now. So chunky chips, I had 50 grams of chunky chips. They're Lidl as well. 78 calories, 1.6 grams of protein, and tartar sauce, 14 calories. Now I haven't written down how much, but I don't know if it's 5 grams or 10 grams there. I can't remember. And that was 0.1 grams of protein. So in total, it was 21.10 or 21.1 grams of protein and 382 calories. Now, I know that doesn't look like loads, but that fish finger was hanging off my plate. They were massive, absolutely massive. And I did enjoy it, to be fair. Um, I thought, it was quite nice and quite good to have like a little cheat meal if you go somewhere and you've got your fish fingers and your chips in the freezer and you've got a tin of mushy peas and you've got the tartar sauce and some bread. It is quite a quick and easy meal. Now, he obviously has a lot more than me. I can't even remember if he ate my other half a piece of bread. I think he did. But I was quite pleased with that one. So that's not really something that I eat. So I am trying to vary my diet a little bit. Now, this day I got to 1,190 calories and 98.2 grams of protein. So not hugely successful, but not dreadful. Wednesday morning, another boot camp. Today I went to a 9 o'clock one. I had a protein pancake, a protein pancake from Little Before I Left. 143 calories and 9.5 grams of protein. This was really cakey. I really liked it. It was really, really nice. My other half had come back from the gym. So he goes to 6 o'clock. So he gets back at 7 and I just got up. So I had this with my coffee and he had it, but he had peanut butter on it. And I don't know if he had a banana on it as well. I'm not sure. Then I went out and I had a lovely little coffee in, I can't even remember where it was I went. I want to say the Woolen Pig in Crossings or somewhere like that. I went with a friend who lived around the corner. Then I came back and trying to see what time was this. I had this. So this was about 10 to 12. I decided then to make my protein shake with my milk and some ice, and I put some extra water in. And then I also made the clear protein. Now, these clear protein drinks, if you're making them in shakers like this, they take ages to dissolve. I tend to make it half an hour before I need it and put it in the fridge. And I have seen somebody else who has bought something off Amazon, and I'm quite tempted. And when she shakes it, disappears dead quick. So I'm quite tempted to buy that one. But let me know whether you are having clear protein, because it's a really good way to get your 20 grams in quite quick. So protein shake, protein juice. I just sip the juice throughout the day. Had the protein shake like first and then sip the juice the rest of the day. Then I started this ridiculous. I was looking for something in a cupboard and I found this hula hoop. It's not normal hula hoop. It like clips onto you and it has a ball and you spin it around. I'm just going to put a little video up so you can have a little look. The cat runs around like a lunatic when I do this. And I was really mesmerized by the clouds moving in the sky as well. So I started the hula hoop challenge. That was Wednesday. So I'm going to try and do like 4 songs a day. I'm going to try and do it every day. I haven't done it every day, and some days I've had to double up and do 2 lots in one day, and it does take its toll a little bit on my knee. So that is the only thing there. Now Wednesday night, I had in the afternoon. Again, I wasn't particularly starving. What time was this? This was 2:30. I didn't think I ate anything this night after this. I was wondering what 30 grams of everything was going to look like. So apart from the egg, which was just an egg, I think it might have just been a medium one. And I think it's dark like that because I let it cool naturally. I think if you blast it with icy water, you don't get that black line. But it's absolutely fine. I'm still alive. It's okay. So I've got 30 grams of cherry tomatoes, 30 grams of grapes, 30 grams of red pepper. See where this is going. 30 grams of cucumber and 30 grams of feta cheese. Now I am going to put up another slide, which is the calories and the breakdown in that. So the feta cheese has got 77 calories, the pepper's got 8, the grapes have got 19, the cucumber's got 4, the tomatoes have got 2, and the egg had 65. I don't think, oh yeah, you can see that there, 65 calories. Total was 196 calories and 13.5 grams of protein. I didn't really feel like a meal. I just wanted something that was just kind of picky. And that's what I had that day. Now, have I taken a picture of anything else here? I have. Do you know what? I haven't written it down. So that's interesting. So here's my dinner. It is chicken, and it's about half a breast of chicken. I've got some tin potatoes, which I spray with fry light and cook them in the air fryer. I've got peas and I've got asparagus. Couldn't think what it was called there. And I must have just, oh, we didn't have this till late, 8 o'clock at night. I don't know why I've not written this in my book. Naughty girl, naughty Lisa. And yeah, so the peas and the asparagus I just did in a pan with some fry light, I think. And that was that. I think I might have had a bit of mayo with it. I don't know. I might not have done. Anyway, this is just an example of like the kind of meal I'd have probably had before. So this is mine on a side plate and this is his on a big plate. He's obviously building muscle and he can have a lot more than me. So this was just a chicken I just cooked in the air fryer. So that is his portion and that is mine. I also bought, I've done a little Lidl shop with Jed, so I'll hook that in at the end. And if you're interested and you haven't seen that and you want to go and have a little look what we got from Lidl, then have a little look at that. Now, Thursday, this is kind of where it all just kind of went a bit downhill for me this week. I thought, do you know what? I really enjoyed that pancake the other day. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have a drizzle of clear honey on it and I'm going to have a banana. So, again, I've not written the banana down. I'm getting a bit slack here. So, but this was really, really, really filling. I struggled then to eat. So this was 8:30 in the morning. I'd been to boot camp at 7 and I'd come back. I'd had a coffee. I had this, and then I did go out again. I met a friend and I had a Costa flat white. Um, and then, did I have a latte? No, I think I had a flat white and I had a sparkling water. And then I was just not hungry at all. And then I ended up this night just having two fish fingers for my tea. I'm just trying to speed myself up to the pictures. Oh, I also had my hair cut this day, thank God. It's been a long time coming. So I just had two fish fingers and 10 grams of tartar sauce. So that was really nice. I was just not hungry at all. That really filled me up. And then after that, so that was about 8:30 at night. I just had them two fish fingers and then probably had my injection around 10 o'clock. I forgot. And my husband went, "Oh, it's your injection tonight." So he helps me with it. And yeah, did my injection and then went to bed. And that was my food on Thursday. Then Friday, what have I had? I didn't go to the boot camp today. And me and my mum were going to the Southport Flower Show. Also, I've done a lovely video of that. And we walked around my mum's garden at the end. So that was really lovely. Now, I did pack a load of stuff to take with me because I only had a banana before I went. And I thought, I'm not getting caught short at the flower show. And I took a packet of Pom Bears, I took fruit and jelly, I took a pancake, I took an apple, a yogurt, took loads, honestly. And I knew I was only going for a couple of hours with my mum. But yeah, I took a nutty bar. I'm just looking at all the pictures. I even took some nuts in like a little egg thing. It's these little containers I have, and you can put a boiled egg in, but I put some nuts in that, took that, didn't eat any of it. I took a flask of coffee, which I ended up drinking when I got home, and I took my big thing of cordial in with me, and that's all really that I had when I was just walking around, just drinking that. So I didn't actually eat anything there. So I was quite surprised, just wasn't hungry, wasn't even thinking about it. But when I dropped my mum off, I did go in and she did make me some lunch and she made me like an open prawn sandwich. So there was prawn, lettuce, tomato, two little slices of bread, no butter, and some Mary Rose sauce on. And that was what I had for my lunch. Then I came home for a few hours, had a couple of coffees and a Diet Coke. And then I went out with some family who'd been to the flower show. So after my husband finished work, we went and picked them up. And then we went to a little pub called the Imperial, which is in Southport. And I had two starters and I had meatballs. Now I looked on the menu before and I should have probably took some pictures, but then I ended up having to go back on after to write down my calories. It doesn't tell you the protein, but gives you an idea. So for the meatballs, it said 488 calories, but I didn't eat the sauce. But there is a big blob of cheese there in the middle. So I'm not really sure how many calories that was. And the Caesar salad said 223 calories. That was only quite small, literally hardly any sauce on it at all. And that's what I had to eat. We didn't have a dessert. I didn't have any coffees. I had a Diet Coke. And that was that day. Now, yeah, so that was that. So Saturday, where am I up to on Saturday now? I did go the boot camp on Saturday morning. It was a hot and sweaty one. I think she tried to kill us, if I'm being completely honest. Um, Came back, I did my hula hoop challenge. So I did that in the garden. And again, it was really nice watching back with the clouds going over. I think I might have done two actually, because I had my Friday one to catch up on because I didn't do that. And then I think I might have had a protein pancake before I went. Then I had my yogurts, nuts, honey, my greens, apple, and a clementine because I didn't have any strawberries in this one. So that was my breakfast. Then for my lunch, what have I had here? Oh, so we went to the gym, came back, did a little bit of shopping. And I had, this is my dinner, so I didn't really eat loads this day. I think I did have a little nap on Saturday in the afternoon. I've been sleeping really well when I've been taking this GLP-1 medication. I don't know about anybody else, but and it's not that I'm tired. I just think I'm just gonna have a little nap. So this one, I had 6 large prawns, a small tiny piece of steak because he had a big steak, and I just had a couple of little bits of his. Lettuce, onions, pickles, a little bit of mayo there on the side, and some ranch sauce. I think that might be a bit of cottage cheese actually on there as well. So the mayo is on the left and the cottage cheese is on the bottom. Then I had a little tub with some mandarins in and some jelly, a handful of grapes, and yeah, absolutely fine. Loads of cordial, a couple of coffees, and that was Saturday. Now, Sunday, I went back to the flower show with the husband, but this time we were going to eat there. For him, that's quite nice. It's a little treat. He wants to go to Morrison's before we went in the flower show, and I didn't. So I had a protein pancake before I went. And then when we got in there, we had a little walk around all the foodie bits. And oh God, this is awful. Wait till you see this. It was lovely. It was a salt and pepper sharing box. Oh my gosh, it had in it chicken nuggets, salt and pepper chicken nuggets. It had salt and pepper sumai, salt and pepper spring rolls, and then these other things, gotaza or something. I can't remember what they were called. It had like a chili mayo, hot chili, a chili sauce, and a soy sauce kind of thing there, and then it was on loads of chips. Now, I had 2 of the spring rolls, 2 chicken nuggets, 2 sumai, 2 of them green things, don't know what they were called, began with a G, and about 5 chips, and I was done. That was absolutely enough for me. Jed ate all the rest of the meats and the bits and the bobs, and then he did eat some of the chips, but he didn't eat all of them. It was just loads. What were the other options? A big hog roast sandwich, fish and chips, which I didn't fancy, burgers, that was really all I could see. I didn't think there was much choice for food. I don't know if I've missed something out in the past. I'm sure there's been much more foodie places. Obviously, loads of ice cream vans didn't have an ice cream. Coffee, the queues, it was so busy. The queues for everything, even for a coffee, were ridiculous. In fact, when we left, we parked in Morrison's and then Jed nipped in to get a few bits. He went and got himself um a Costa coffee because he gets the meal deal. So he gets the Costa coffee. He gets a like something with a lot of protein in, like a sandwich with chicken, and he always looks at the protein on it. And then he gets a protein bar or a protein yogurt. Sometimes if you don't have the Costa, he'll get a protein drink, and he likes that, so that's what he gets. But he loves the Costa coffee. So that was Sunday. Then that pretty much did me. I'm not gonna lie. I also had a Diet Coke there. And then when we got home that night, I don't know, can't remember what he had, but he was like starving. And I was like, do you know what? I just fancy some protein, some meat. So we had some meatballs in the fridge, which were like 5% fat from, I think they were from Sainsbury's, and I just had those. I just had 4 of them with a bit of ketchup, and that was all I had last night. So I am really trying to track Monday to Friday and write as much down as I can. Obviously, I'm forgetting, but taking pictures is a real help to sort of go back and look through. And on a Saturday and Sunday, I'm kind of not tracking as much. I'm writing it down, but I'm not doing all the calories and proteins. I'm trying to learn, what's good for me and what are my regulars that I can just go to without thinking, like my breakfast sort of things. So that's all my food this week. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's got me to Sunday. And that's that basically. So my 5 gym sessions that I did, because I did mention I was going to show you something. Right. So Monday, high intensity, I burned 235 calories. I don't really do this with the intention of eating my calories back. And I don't normally look at these, but because Saturday was so exhausting, I thought I'm just going to have a little look back. Um, Average heart rate 105. Next one was Tuesday, 275 calories. Average heart rate 97. So Tuesday is arm day. So that's probably why my heart rate's not as high on that one. Wednesday's full body, 224 calories, 114 beats per minute. Gosh. Next one is Thursday, 236 calories, 112 beats per minute. That's a kind of a bit of a full body day as well. That's cardio day. Didn't go Friday, but here we go. Saturday, oh my goodness me, 339 calories and 129 beats per minute. This was exhausting. It really was. And I even came back and did my hula hooping after this as well. so that's my 5 workouts that I did this week. So it was an okay week. I feel fine. Very minimal side effects. I did have a bit of a headache on Friday night, but I think that was just because I've been out in the heat. It was hot. Um, and it was just like a little bit of a dull headache. It wasn't anything too much. Side effects, I still feel a bit sick sometimes when I do some bending over things in the gym or anything where it's one exercise up, one exercise down, and I'm getting up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I will kind of go, oh, I'm just going to do something different. I have to modify it. And because of my knee problem, then and my thumbs, I do modify quite a lot as I go anyway. So I'm really pleased that I'm able to still go and do as much as I can and still, lose some weight. So that's it for me from this week. I'd love to hear how you're getting on. And thank you very much once again for watching um, and getting this far. And I will be with you next week for my next. Now, I have absolutely no idea what happened to my sound, but it's just completely cut off. So I'm going to pop my little shop in, as promised, the protein shop that Jed did. And I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you all next time. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.